Hello, my friend. Welcome back to another episode, Coffee Corner. Today's video is inspired by a video that I saw recently from Anna Kana. She did this, I think it's 2 days ago, probably 3 days ago. Anyway, so she's doing this video about self-sabotage. So I was like, hey, that sounds like something like me. So I went on and watched the whole video many times, not only one time, many times. The funny thing is, I thought sabotage is like this, but she has a totally different definition of it. So we'll talk about that. But anyway, I didn't want to make Coffee Corner to a therapeutic session. I'm not a therapist. I don't want to be acting like a consultant about your mental health, but somehow I do have mental health problems. And then I keep pushing those kind of videos to my feed. Sorry, there's Bob's hair. So I saw that. I'm like, this is perfect for me. So much needed at this time. And you know what? It's my channel, and I'm gonna do my own thing. So anyway, I know I said it many times, but anyway, self-sabotage. If you see me look down, because I have my notes here and I really need the notes. This is a lot of information today, so I do need something to, kind of remind me what I want to talk about. But those notes are from websites, articles, and videos that I did a little bit of research about self-sabotage. It's not what I thought it was, but kind of like similar, but not really that meaning. So what is self-sabotage? Have you ever had the experience that you have a goal and you wanted to work toward your goal, but you kind of do everything to not achieve the goal? You know what I mean? I know it sounds so contradicted. Yes, that's a word. Sorry. It sounds so contradicted. But yes, that's a self-sabotage. Especially when you have a goal and you feel like you really want it, but you just don't really have the ability to achieve it successfully. So you kind of do everything to stop yourself from achieving the goal. That is self-sabotage. So I summarized from the long definition here, but I can read the definition for you just in case if you want to know the kind of academic definition. So it says, it is when we actively or passively take steps to prevent ourselves from reaching our goals. This behavior can affect nearly every aspect of life, and it can be relationship, a career goal, or a personal good such as weight loss. And the most important thing is this behavior can lower self-confidence. Hey, that is me. So let's talk about why do we sabotage, right? Why do we sabotage? First, worth. Right. Everybody has their own self-value. Doesn't matter if you agree or not. Yes, you do have self-value, but sometimes we're not confident at all. Then we think we have no value at all. And especially right now, I've got so many comments saying that, my English is not good. Well, if your English is not good, then why are you here? And how can you understand me? If you understand me and you want to learn more, it means your English is good. But, that's kind of self-sabotage, right? You're trying to lower your self-confidence saying that, I'm not speaking or I'm not practicing my English because my English is not good. Well, probably because your English is not good because you're not practicing. Anyway, so first one, it says we lack self-worth. And now I'm going to read this. So we don't believe in ourselves. Put your hand up if you're one of us. We don't think that we can be successful. Put your hand up again. We constantly tell ourselves that we are not smart enough. And we're not qualified enough, we're not good enough to have what we want, right? So, especially right now for me, if you followed me in the very beginning, and you probably would notice that I only had 32 followers. That was not too long ago. So I was okay because this channel I use it to practice my English. It's more like a notebook, so I record my learning progress, and I record some mistakes, or I record more like a self-reflection thing. So I didn't really think this will get popular at some point, but then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. Okay, all of a sudden, and I started getting so many followers, and I'm like, this really freaks me out. Like, seriously. And I feel like, oh my God, why? No. How on earth? I deserve you guys. And you guys are so kind. You're saying nice things to me. I'm not that good. I'm not that smart. My English is not that good. I still have really weird accent. Why are you following me? I don't understand. Seriously, it took me probably a week or so to get used to it. I'm not still getting used to it. Don't take me wrong. It's just like I've never had this kind of experience. And I think I'm not good enough to deserve your following, deserve your likes, deserve your compliments. I feel like I'm nobody. So I don't know what's going on. This happened to me. But the funny thing is, then I said, oh, I don't deserve you guys. Why are you following me? You should stop following me. I can't have so many followers. And then all of a sudden I lost a few followers. I'm like, no, don't do that. I still want you guys to follow me. So this is exactly described in Anna's video here. It says, so the God says, Anna, here's the magic power. And Anna's like, oh no, how on earth I deserve magic power? So the God says, sure, fine. And then the God gave the magic power to another person. And then Anna's like, no, why are you doing this? I still want magic power. So it's like you don't believe you deserve the good stuff, but you still want it. When you have it, you panic. And then you feel like you should be humble. You should be like, oh, I don't deserve it. And then when people take it away and you're like, no, I want it. I deserve it. Why are you taking this away from me? Yes, that's, your friend here. That's the first one, like self-worth. So you don't know how valuable you are, and you just constantly doubt yourself, think you are worthless. So that is not true. Please don't do that. And I'm also telling myself, please don't do that too. And it also says here, you would act accordingly to what you tell yourself. Let's say you tell yourself you're not good enough, then you will act like you're not good enough. You will tell yourself, I don't deserve this position. I don't deserve so many followers here. And then I will act accordingly to what I was told by myself, saying, oh, I don't deserve it. So maybe I should not do a good job, right? That's self-sabotage. And it also says here, the way we speak to ourselves matters directly, affects how we present ourselves to the world. I would say this sentence is very, very mind-blowing, because I never thought about that. You would think self-confidence is something we always talk about, but we actually never really understand why self-confidence is important, because you would think self, right? Confidence, it's about yourself. But no, actually how you feel about yourself is the presentation to the outside of your world. If you think you're good, you will act good. And when people see you, when the whole world see you, they think you're really good. If you act like you're not good, even you're super good, even you're super qualified for this job, but because you act like you're not good, and then the whole world is going to see you as you're not good, you're not qualified. So it doesn't matter in the future, you're going to go for an interview for a job, or interview for schools, or you're going to do something else that you need to achieve the goal. even you're not confident, you have to tell yourself you're the best, because when you feel you're the best, and the whole world is going to feel like you are the best. And that's what you want people to think. And don't be like me. Don't freak out. It's okay. If people like you, there must be reason they like you. I mean, people are not dumb. You're not dumb. They know what they're doing there, and you know what you're doing there. So be confident. Be confident. And number 2 is fear success. So we fear success. So then we self-sabotage ourselves. And the funny thing is, why? How come that people are afraid of being successful? Well, there's some people like that. Same thing using my 小红书 as an example. I know probably for this many followers, I'm not considered as a success, but for me, it's a really big thing. Imagine when I had 32 followers, and now I have how many? And that's a huge difference. So, but I panic, right? I feel like I don't deserve it. Why on earth I have this? And every night I feel like maybe what should I do to maintain the success? What should I do to maintain your like? You know, I don't want to see you guys leave. So now I don't actually check numbers of my followers, because in the very beginning I saw a few followers kind of left, and it really worried me a lot. Like I could not even sleep. I don't handle things like that very well. I want people to like me. Remember, I'm a people pleaser. So if people don't like me, I'm just gonna explode. That's me anyway. So here, I'm so worried that I'm not gonna live up to your expectations. What if I didn't do well? What if I don't have good videos? What if? So I kind of forgot why I had this channel, or I had this account. I was doing this for myself, and I mean, I'm still doing this for myself, but I kind of want to have, study buddies, and we can study together, we can motivate each other, and we can learn better in this way. So I want everybody to join this team and to be successful together. But social media is crazy, right? At some point, you're going to feel like you're someone, and then you're worried that you're going to fail one day. So if you don't want to fail, the better way is to not be successful. Then you won't fail because you've never been successful. Right? That's kind of like how you fear success in this definition. But that's how I feel. What he says or she says here is, when we have worked so hard for something, our success can sometimes become a stressor. This often happens when we have a lack of self-confidence. Wave your hand. We may worry that we may not be truly qualified or prepared, and then that we will be exposed as a fraud. I totally felt this. Like, if I'm not good, and then you may think she's not as good as she thinks, and she's fake, right? As a fraud. Anyway, and number 3 is we want everything to be in control, right? So if we can't control it, and then we don't feel comfortable. So if we want to control it, we can't control if we can get a good result or not. So the better way is to not succeed. So if you don't succeed, well, who can't fail? Right? It's easy. As long as you don't do it, you will fail. So that's kind of something in control, right? That's why we self-sabotage, because, since I can't do it, may as well just not do it. Then, I told myself, of course I'm going to fail. What do you mean, right? And that's how we are keeping things in control, by not succeeding. That's number 3. And number 4 is we blame things on someone else or on some other factors. And then this is funny. I just saw a note on 小红书. That person was complaining that, when I went for a teacher interview, I wasn't hired because they said my speaking wasn't good. And then she was complaining that to be a good teacher, you don't need to speak well. Or you're just blaming not being hired on someone else. You know what I mean? As an English teacher, of course you have to speak well, articulate well, because your students are listening to you and they need to understand you. If you don't speak well, how on earth they're going to understand you? No way. So if you don't do well, you don't think this is your problem. This is just because someone else didn't recognize you, and this is because they have weird standards. That's why you're not hired. And that's how we were talking about. We want to place fault somewhere else, right? Not ourselves, somewhere else, and that's how we self-sabotage. I kind of understand this part, but so I'm not really sure, right? So I only have this much time. I don't want to overwhelm everybody. But next one is we fear failure. So of course we are scared of to be a loser. Everyone else, yeah, I am. I don't want to lose, I don't want people to think I'm not good or I didn't do a good job. So to avoid failure, to avoid that feeling, I would tell myself, of course you're going to fail. So what else you're expecting? And then if I tell myself this way, and then I will think about the negative results. And then when I fail, I would tell myself, told you so, you're gonna fail. What else are you expecting? Nothing new. So that's what it says here is we fear that we will give all we have to a goal and still not be enough. You know what I mean? It's like when you do the test, you don't fully prepare. And then when you fail the test, you would tell yourself, because I didn't prepare well. If I prepare enough, then I will, of course, pass the test. Same thing with procrastination. You just don't want to do it. You don't want to do it because you will tell yourself, if I do it, then I will fail. The better way to not fail is to not do it. Then I procrastinate. This is me. I have an article going on. I really, 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 really need to do it. And my supervisor told me there are a lot of things I need to fix. I just don't know where to start. And I don't know how to fix it. So the better way to do it is to not do it, and which we call that procrastination. Sounds familiar? So those are the signs. Or those are the reasons we self-sabotage. Ask yourself, do you have similar experience about self-sabotaging? Or share your experience, If you have one, please leave a comment down below and let me know so we can be a team. And that's today's episode, and see you next time. Bye.